Hey, welcome back everyone, this is Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. And we are gonna conclude case number 2 in the case against Morgan Fay in this episode, which, by the way, I can't believe this is episode 10 in this series already, but, anyway, I did leave you all on a cliffhanger here. We're about to prove that Eenie Meenie was at the crime scene during the murder of Dr. Turner Gray, and that's where we're going to pick things up here, which I would highly advise you to watch the previous episode, that way you won't confuse from what's going to happen from here on out. But anyway, hope you guys having an awesome Sunday. So without further ado, we have to show what the witness was hiding, how she was hiding behind the forwarding screen, and it says, with the help of this. She was hiding behind the forwarding screen with the help of this clothing box.
Take that!
Miss Meenie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? Is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person could fit in there. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Oh, I believe I can. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This? What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The forwarding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the forwarding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the forwarding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meenie, you were hiding behind the forwarding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order! Order! So what you're saying? That Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand and listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime? It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. I mean, she does have a point there. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. But wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Meenie, you had an accomplice. This person. If it wasn't someone from Crime Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to that? I mean, what do you have to say to this, Miss Meenie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Oh boy. I think it's what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Ha! Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? Well, what is it this time? Miss Von Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is... If this witness is a real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? Hey there, Devin. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Eh? Well, that's... Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't have a motive! Motive, that's... Can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? Well, what do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? I'm not even sure what to say here. I have faith that all of you, those of you that are watching this have pretty much already figured out what's going on here. But if by some chance you haven't, you're gonna be in for one big of a surprise. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with his plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Well, what happened? I thought I had her for sure. See? It's just as I, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney. Your Honor, please, allow the defense 1 more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia? Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this kind. But really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray, and it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Ray. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide a reason? Let's go ahead and save this real quick, just in case I screw up. Can I? Can I really do this? Oh, yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Hahaha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examiner has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. But what? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. Wow. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second here. To be continued. Which we're not stopping. We're gonna end this trial now. Yeah, we are ending this now. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Almost said number 1 there. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Eenie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible! Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ah! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad! Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Oh, bring it on, sister. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Eenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Well, that's kind of how we're gonna bring up your motive there, lady. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Witness testimony, last year's accident. That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired when she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. There was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Whoa! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Let's go ahead and save. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Cross-examination, last year's accident. Okay, that was last year in May. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was, May 2nd, and, our accident was, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, totally tired, so that's why, duh. Something really bad had happened at the sister's clinic. That was a malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? I heard it was 'cause the medicines, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? No way! Dr. Gray, wanted to blame it on my sis. Objection! That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, it really wasn't my sis. Night of the accident, her sis was tired when she was driving. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated, every day. It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Let's go ahead and press harder. So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. Ah, but, I don't, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Okay. Anyway? The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, it was at, 1 AM or so, I think. I had, a paper due, really soon. So, I hadn't slept and was working, really hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. Is she walking? She didn't have her license, so she could take over driving. And that's why you were in the passenger seat? Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix. Yes? You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. There's got to be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony. Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. Okay, let's go ahead and save this just in case I screw up. Said she didn't have her license. Well, what about this? Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hardy, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was perverted? That line always cracks me up. I don't know why. Phoenix Wright asking all the important questions, ladies and gentlemen. You get on karma check. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What that's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, a witness and the sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Yeah, don't just stand there ing to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and yow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think this situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Yeah, you did. Witness testimony. I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense might question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Cross-examination, I wouldn't be allowed. Around that time, she was close to getting her license. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big-name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? Okay, she's a totally big fan of sports cars. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain, and, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched a car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car! New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it? She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car? It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Really, Judge? Really? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars. Let's go ahead and save. But I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then... That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Marnie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled, hold it, pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. I'm gonna ask for the heck of it. So, yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and the driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kinda goofy, isn't it? You! What do you know? That sleek shape? Whoa! Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Should say things like, won't let noob... Okay. I can't afford to screw this up, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. Objection! Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver is on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! Well, what do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side of the car. But, if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! Order! Order in the court! Order! 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 Oh! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eney said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eney said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix. It looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask a court a question. Eney or Mimi, who was really driving that night? And this is where things really start getting interesting. Because it's not Eney Miney that we've been speaking to all along. It's been her sister, Mimi. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eney Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site? That was the body of the real Eney Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eney Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eney. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss Eney, Miss Bunker, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. What, witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all! I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan, and why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. That this is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Oh, I love his trash talk, and that's exactly what she said to him at the beginning of this trial. At the beginning of this day of the trial, that she couldn't wait to watch the news. Now, Phoenix is throwing it right back at her face. Ow! 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 And one more for good measure. Holy crap. Phoenix? Hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix! This court is a fraud. A sham. What? She's a sore loser. No then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Success! Aw. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box! That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam! Well, you know... But... I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me! Tell me why my Aunt Greta did something so horrible! Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... It was because of pearls. Really? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurine Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family! My aunts! No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying, I thought so. Poor Maya. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of Kurine, dear child. I sacrifice it all for you. I hope that brainless nurse carried out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Wow. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, the end. And that is the end of case number 2. And you see episode 3 has just opened, which is Turnabout Big Top. Which, like I said before, I won't be doing this case till probably around March. Because I do kind of want to give this game a break. I know I've been doing this all month, and I still can't believe I completely fudged up the first day of the trial, because this is, I can honestly say this is probably my favorite case out of the entire trilogy. And the fact that I fumbled things so badly in that first day of the trial made me mad, but luckily I was able to make up for that with the second day of the trial. Things went by pretty smoothly, but yeah, this was a very tragic case, but a very fascinating one too. I remember the first time I saw this case, I was blown away by it. And whenever I decided that I was going to play these games, whenever I got to this case, I just couldn't wait, so... But yeah, like I said, that is the end of the second case. You can see Francisca will very much be a part of the third case. So, but yeah, that won't be happening till probably the beginning of March. And then from March on, I will be doing the third case and then the final case back to back. So I'm looking at possibly finishing Justice for All by around the end of April or so. But yeah, that will do. And that is the conclusion of the second case, and I know I said that like twice already, but yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this playthrough so far as much as I've been playing this game. I do want to take a little bit of a break from this game, but it will resume in a bit, before you know it, a month, as fast as time is flying by anymore. A month will be here in no time, so hopefully you guys will be looking forward to doing the third case as I play it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I have been playing this. And I will see you guys again next time.